Things you will never ever convince me to believe about the science in astrology. I'm Nadia, I'm neurospicy. I have a data addiction, and in the comments I would love to know, did I get yours right or am I wrong? I'm very rarely wrong, so I doubt I'm wrong. Aries, you'll never ever get me to believe that Aries aren't strategic. The thing is, people think that they stumble in and they're impulsive and they do things on a whim. That's not the case. They're just faster at executing than most of us. You'll never ever get me to believe that Tauruses can't share. They can share. If they care enough about you, they'll actually want to share. It's just getting them to care enough to share. Because caring is sharing only if you're caring about the people you are sharing to. Gemini, two-faced. You can't convince me that Geminis are two-faced. They're just able to hold two polar opposite opinions about most things at the same time. It completely confuses people, so they get labeled as two-faced. Cancer, you will never be able to convince me that Cancers are crybabies. They are not all crybabies. If they're crying a lot, they probably feel in touch with their emotions and comfortable around you. But the vast majority of Cancers, when they cry on their own. They are not theatrical about it. Leo, you will never ever convince me that Leo loves the spotlight. Leo does not love the spotlight. The spotlight loves Leo. And a lot of Leos try their best to keep out of the spotlight because they're allergic to it. And guess what? The spotlight still finds them. They don't hog the spotlight. The spotlight is just obsessed with them. And I get it. They're pretty awesome. Virgos, you will never convince me that Virgos are boring and grounded. They're not. Their delusion is just structured better than most people's. Libra, you can't convince me that Libras are pushovers. They're not pushovers. Are they really pushovers, or are they just agreeing with you and telling you what you want to hear so you can leave them alone and they can go on with their business? There's a difference. Scorpios, you can't convince me that they're all dark and mysterious, because I've seen some pretty quirky, cutesy Scorpios in my day, and they're even more terrifying. So not all of them embrace the vampire-esque brand. So you can't convince me that Sagittarius are bad at commitment. They're absolutely incredible at commitment. It's getting them to care enough to commit that's the problem. It's not that they can't do it, it's that you need to be pretty special, interesting, and captivating to unlock that level of their heart. You'll never convince me that Capricorns are emotionless. They're not. They're just really good at channeling that emotion into creating something and proving you wrong. So it's not that they're emotionless, they're just more effective at reacting. Aquarius, you'll never be able to convince me that we are these rebel rule breakers. We're actually a fixed sign. We're pretty good at following rules if we believe in it. I've been a goody two-shoes my entire life if things make sense. If it doesn't make sense, then all bets are off and we turn a little bit delusional. And last but not least, you will never ever convince me that Pisces are dreamy and harmless. If you've never seen a reactive Pisces or a Pisces that is on defense or even offense, then count yourself lucky. They can be pretty scary, but they usually only use it when triggered. So don't trigger them. Everything's fine. If you're a ride or die and you made it to the end, thank you so much. I've got a very important question for you today. If you had to have eyelashes for toenails or toenails for eyelashes, what would you prefer? I think I would do eyelash toenails because it will be a lot better to disguise than having lashes made of toenails. And it's rather disgusting. I don't want toenails near my eyes. But what's your thoughts?